like you see, the action for Fishbelly hook shot, you can perfectly make it floating into the water. So really for vertical jigging, tail action is so important. This time of year, so the beginning of the year, it's very cold, the water is only 3-4 degrees. You only need to give the action within 5 centimeters of the bottom. So this is all. Hitting the tail on the bottom, so it makes the fish aggressive. Even with the big treble in the back, you can see that the lure is still in balance. So when I make the lure with the treble in the back, with the 3 hooks free, you get a maximum of chance to get the fish. And also this color now, marsh killie, it's working very well. Flavored with spearing scent, which really makes a lot of difference. It is a miracle right now. Now, for rigging the hook shad, I fished today with a 6-inch hook shad marsh killie, because this time of the year there's a lot of small zanders here, so I prefer to fish with a bigger one, so we can make a selection to catch the bigger size of zanders, of course. Now, this is the setup we're fishing with only 13 grams. I always cut off the lead on the hook here, so it's easier to get the Fishbelly hook shad just until the lead, just like that. Otherwise, with the lead on the steel, it can be broken on top of it. So, just to know the right distance to mount it, I always put the hook in front of the fish, like that. So I can mark the place where the hook will come out. So afterwards it's easier when I put the hook inside to know where the hook should come out. Like that. So what is important is that the maximum of hook is free, you see? The hook is parallel to the back of the lure. So then with the stinger, the extra stinger we're making, and with the small wire on top, it's easier to mount it on the back of the hook shad. What is the benefit of this? Well, with the 3 hooks free, you have a bigger chance to hook the fish, of course, but also for the balance in the tail of the fish. It's important. Fishbelly is made for its balance weight, so it's suspending in the water, but then you need to have the weight just on top in the middle of the lure, like that, you see? So what is the benefit if a zander takes the hook, it all comes out and the lure stays outside of the mouth of the predator. With the benefit that the lure, you can use it, like this day where I've been catching 9 fish with only 1 hook shad. Okay, we're gonna try it now to catch a fish. Fishing now at a depth of 9 meters. It's very weird this time of the year. So it's the end of March, the end of the fishing season here in the Netherlands. But the water's now at the temperature of 4 or 5 degrees. So it just, depending on the temperature, the sun on the water, if the fish is coming up until 4 or 5 meters, and if the sun goes away, they just get down until 9-10 meters. So now we're going to start at 9 and going slowly down until 11 or 12 meters. That was the first one. Sense of Fishbelly. The secret sauce. So this time of the year it does make a difference, because the line now straight to the bottom, and then that small part, these few ppms they are tasting, does make a difference. We had a very good result with this one. So just when you go fishing the day before, you put 4 or 5 drips in a bag of hook shads. You do a few drips. There's a perfect top of it, so you can just pour a few drops inside. You wrap the lures inside and you let them stay in the bag for a few hours. then the sense will be inside of the hawk shed. So when you start the day after fishing, you put on the hook and you got real sensitive sense, a real good sense of lures inside. So here's one lying. Let's hope. You can still see him here, the diamond missing. There's a small bump here. That's a fish I took out. Even at the normal view, you can't see him, but the diamond missing, I saw him lying at the bottom. Oh, it's a strong one. Keeps on fighting. It really was a heart attack. Bam! With the lure. It's a very strong fish. I'm not even sure if it is a sander. It's possible a pike or something. I don't know. If it is a sander, it will be a nice size. Look at the rod. It's also typical. You see the sensitive tip, and then you get the body and the rest of the rod, just until it keeps on fighting. It's really strong. I'm curious. It's coming up now. Come to daddy. It is a fighter. Here he is. Oh, look at that size. Nice sander. You see him coming. What a nice size. Look the eyes. Oh, it's a big mama. Like the marsh killie. Look at that. You can see he swallowed the whole lure. Just great. They love the marsh killie. What spearing sense. Nice. Just swallowed it all the way up. Great. I'm gonna put him back because he's bleeding a bit. There he goes.